I've had some test shots with the bow. The arrows seem to waggle a little bit coming out, so I thought I'd do a little bit of tuning. I noticed that they were rubbing on the arrow pass back here, so I've relieved it here. We want them to be rubbing about there, so I just relieved the wood a bit there. Also noticed as I was holding it, this finger seemed to be waggling around in free space a bit, these two fingers, so I'm just going to relieve a little bit there as well. Then shoot it some more. What I want to do is get 50 arrows shot through it, then put it back on the tiller, check the draw weight. Maybe a whisker over, but better over than under. Yeah, it shows where I've relieved the grip. And if I hold it now, that finger's round a bit more, and this finger's just got a little bit of something to flex into. It's the attention to detail that makes the difference between, yeah, it's a bow and, oh, that's nice. Right, add another 5 arrows, rapid fire, chalked the arrow pass. You can still see it's rubbing here, so just got to relieve this area a little bit more. These aren't too bad. I want to get it up near this heart sap boundary, so I'll just relieve that a little bit more. Let's just see if my messing around with the arrow pass does anything, so you can see where it's actually touching. So what I've done is I've put an arrow on there, and that represents the point at which the arrow would just leave the string on loose. Obviously there's other issues like the string flexing and the arrow vibrating and all the rest of it, but basically that's where the tip of the arrow is pointing. Anyway, you get the idea. If we take a couple of millimetres of horn, say that's how much I've removed, and we slip it back where it came from, so you can see that's where the point of the arrow is now. So that means the arrow would have had to flex a lot more to get past the bow, which will mean it's leaving the bow waggling, it's going to hit the target at a funny angle. Now I did even more tinkering on the grip, just relieving this edge. See, that's where the arrows are rubbing now, which is where I wanted them. And whether or not it's me settling down to the bow settling down, or that little bit of tuning, you can see the improvement. Oh, it's 2 wayward ones there, because I was just trying to bang them through quick, get another 5 arrows done, but yeah, time spent tuning the bow is well worth the effort. Yeah, the bow's had 40 shots through it now, got the proper string made, decent brace height, Danish oil, it just needs a waxing, but I thought I'd give it a proper tiller test. £47 at 28. Well, a couple of pounds overweight, it's neither here nor there, and it's not going to get any stiffer with use. It'll relax. If the guy it's for thinks it's an issue, I can wave a file over it or a bit of sandpaper. I can drop £2, no problem. But it's got a full draw, it hasn't exploded, it looks gorgeous. I'll take some nice stills of it to put on my blog. It'd be nice to get some video of it shooting, but it's difficult to arrange good lighting so that I can